But you're here. Thank the Lord. I'm here. Thank the Lord. And it's time that we just take a pause for a second and exhale. Just breathe, 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 breathe. Woo! We survived the holidays. We survived a pandemic of epic proportions that doesn't show any real signs of slowing down. But, we're so anxious to get back to normal, get back to normal, get back to my real life that we're missing some of the opportunities, I think, that are in this moment. And we're gonna talk about that in a second. But first, I want to just welcome you in. Welcome to 2021. Welcome to Tea Time with Carol. I'm so glad you're joining me today in this new, fresh year. Um, Come on in. I'm pouring Persian rose tea today. And I made the mistake. If I drink caffeine late in the evening, I'm up. Sleep is like poof, gone. And I made the mistake of drinking this delicious tea last night. Well, in the evening, in the early evening, and it kept me up all night. I mean, literally, I was up all night long. I could not sleep, and so I decided to use it as a time of prayer and reflection, and not what I would normally do, which is social media or TV or something. And the Lord is good. That's all I can tell you from that. The Lord is good. So I'm pouring some more of that tea, the Persian rose. Come on in, get fluffy, get fluffed up, and we're just going to talk for a few minutes about our direction for 2021 and what will be happening with tea time going forward. Um, I think I announced it. I mentioned it earlier somewhere that I'm considering 2021 the year of the coach. And so every first Saturday, I'm going to be focusing on some aspect of coaching. And I'm going to be inviting some pretty high profile, high powerful people that I know, um, and some I don't know, but I'm going to invite them anyway, to come and share about, if you're thinking about being a coach, what that looks like. If you think you might need a coach, and personally I think everybody needs a coach. I have a coach, and I think everybody needs a coach to help keep you accountable and keep you focused and hold you to your word, because it's real easy, especially right now. All of us have intentions about the rest of the year, and all the weight we're going to lose and all the changes we're going to make in our lives, and we're going to get a new relationship, or we're going to end a relationship, we're going to get a new one, we're going to do all this stuff. And a coach can really, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because I don't, I'd be the last one to say that there's anything wrong with setting an intention, but a coach can really help you stay focused on it and help you to meet the goals that you have outlined for yourself. So look for that to be coming. That'll be the first Saturday of each month. And I've got some really, really good people that I'll be inviting to share with us, and so you want to mark your calendar for that. That will be coming up, and I think that's important um, for you. Maybe you thinking about being a coach yourself, and we'll talk about what that might look like. And the difference between coaching and therapy, or coaching and mentoring, because there are distinct differences, and maybe you're not clear on those differences, so we'll take some time and think about that. If you are interested in hearing something in particular, there is a tea time page on Facebook, and you can certainly connect with me there, and let me know what you're thinking. If there are particular things that you would like to see us cover during 2021, I am very, very open to hearing from you. So please feel free to join me there, and I'll be expanding that page as well and doing some more stuff there. But for the rest of our time together, and this is going to be a short one today, because I'm sure you've got things to do if you're recovering from the holidays and recovering from New Year's Eve or just recovering, period. I'm not going to keep you long. Oh, excuse me, one. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. That sneeze just came out of nowhere. I'm so sorry. But anyway, what I want to talk about for the rest of our time together is lessons that I found from 2020. Because I think it's important sometimes to look in the rearview mirror and just see what lessons there are, because there always are some, regardless of good or bad. There are lessons to be learned. So what have you learned in 2020? you know Maybe you learned that you're more of an extrovert than you thought you were, and being inside feels like torture. Maybe you're like me and a introvert, and being inside is like, oh, this is heaven, this is great. I don't have to go out and deal with people. Oh Lord, this is wonderful. And maybe you're somewhere in between the two extremes. But be that as it may, it's good to sort of know and really recognize where on the spectrum you fall. So, lessons of 2020. First thing that I learned was learning how to navigate when I can't control anything. And if you're a control freak like I am, that's difficult. When you're being told, you have to wear a mask, and you can't be out after a certain time, or you can't go to certain places, and you can spend your time being frustrated and challenging those things, or you can say, okay, this is for my health and the health of everybody around me. So let me just do it. What does it cost me? I mean, why is I really do not understand why people are continuing to challenge when with the numbers going the way that they're going. Over 300,000 people have died in this country. I don't know how many people, how many millions of people across the planet, and we still want to, challenge science. And one of the things that I realized is that we have been sold a bill of goods. We've been told that your opinion is the same as facts. And so that's why we're seeing all this craziness, from the government all the way through everything. It's you as an individual who have no experience, no credentials, no anything. Your opinion counts the same as people who have spent their lives studying, science or government or whatever. You may not be an attorney, but you want to challenge um, what the law is. Because you think it should be something different than what it is, or you really don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know really where that comes from, other than, this whole anti-intellectualism spirit that is very pervasive in our country right now. But it's crazy. It's crazy. So, back to my list, because I digress. Learning how to navigate when you have no control is important, because if you continue to rail and respond in a negative way and challenge when you really don't have any control or any say in things, it's just a recipe for disaster, for everybody. So, second thing I learned is that there are some people that I love and respect that I know in real life whose political views are so different and so divergent from mine. have been really severely challenged in 2020 to continue to see them as a child of God or even a person that I want to have a relationship with. That was, I mean, these were people, including people that I considered like a sister to me. I'm like, what the? You feel like that? Oh my God. So that was a good lesson, to find out where people really, really are. You know, that was mind blowing and good to know. And good to know. You know, that's very good to know how people really see things. You know, I mean, there's some people you expect it from, others that you know in real life, maybe not so much. But it's okay. It's okay. It's good to know that, and it's an opportunity in there. You know, there's an opportunity there to talk. You know, as people, not to try to change anybody's mind, but just to talk. Third thing I learned, lessons for me in 2020, is God is faithful, far beyond anything I imagined. My trust in God has really deepened, in a number of different ways. Uh, you know, e- every time you go out the door, it's like, am I being exposed to anything that I don't want? Am I bringing something back home, to my family that will expose them? So that has really been in the forefront, but God has been, really, really faithful. Um, Next thing I've learned, lessons for me for 2020, is God provides enough light for the step I'm on. If you are looking beyond, what's 2021 going to look like, and I just want to get back to normal. If you are focused there, then this is going to be a very difficult time for you. And I think it might be helpful to take your focus and dial it back a bit. Dial it back to, you know, I'm going to trust that God is all knowing, all sufficient, all powerful, and He loves me, and He's working life out for me. Life is not happening to me. And if you keep that as your focus, then it's much easier to maneuver and for you to see opportunities where other folks may not. If you see life as, not this negative thing, frankly, I think that um, everything that's happening right now is not bad. It was good for us to take a pause and stop dealing with life as just another thing on our to-do list. It was good to have ourselves shaken to the core. That's a good thing. It may not feel so good, but the word says God chastens those whom He loves. And it was time for us to have a come to Jesus moment, because we were treating everything as like, oh, church is just one more thing on my to-do list. Um, Last thing, 2021 is, I believe, not a year to cut back or tiptoe through, but a year to really clarify and, clarify your goals, clarify your mission, clarify who you are, and then play full out. So remember we talked a couple of weeks ago about embracing your word for the year. And so I hope if you haven't done that already, that you seriously think about having a word that you stand on for the for all of 2021. Mine is embrace, meaning embracing full out all the things that I say I want to do, both personally and professionally, and really going after them in a much bigger way. Been playing kind of small, and now it's time to sort of rev it up a bit And so, you pick a word. I don't want to suggest anything to you, but something, really pray about it and see what resonates for you. What word do you want to hold on to and really focus on and stand on? And it's amazing that when you do that, when you make that declaration, you start seeing that word over and over and over. And I'm like, I've been amazed just, since I said it, the times that the word embrace has come up and all the different variations of it. So, we're going to close there. Those are my lessons for 2020. I know that there are far, far, far more, but those are the ones that, I just wanted to mention to you today. And I'm going to end today, as we do every week, with I Hear His Whisper, the 365 daily devotionals. And I'm going to read you the one for today. And I think, every time we pick one, it's particularly relevant, I think. And this one says, I want every part of you to be free. This is a Bible and a devotional by Brian Simmons, who has written the Passion, the Passion Bible. That's his translation, and it's beautiful, beautifully written. But I want every part of you to be free. That's the reading for today. I want you to be one with me. You've known this. You've aimed to let this be the theme of your life, living in union with me, but you've been neglecting one area. In order for you to truly be one with me, you must allow yourself to be fully consumed with me. Fully consumed, spirit, soul, and body. That means not only is your spirit aware of me and sensing my presence, but so is your soul and ultimately your body. Today I remind you that I want every part of you to be free. The issue is that when your mind is consumed with your problems, you're not experiencing the fullness of my love. I want you to find true freedom in complete oneness with me. So let your mind come into agreement with me. Trust me and completely resign your will to mine. Release those cares into my hands. Either you can be in control of them or I can. But if you let me have control, you will finally experience the freedom and unity with me that you desire. You will finally have peace. So from Romans 8:6, the mindset of the flesh is death, but the mindset controlled by the Spirit finds life and peace. So, my beloved, we're going to close today knowing that I love you. That was a magnificent word from the Lord about, the things that we focus on get bigger. If you focus on your problems, that's all you see is problems. If you focus on solutions, then the solutions get bigger and you start seeing opportunities. And it's really try me and see if it's not correct. If you focus on problems, I got this, you don't understand. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that, I got all these problems. There is no opportunity to come up with a solution because your problems look bigger and more unmanageable. When you focus on God being the solution and knowing the solution is already there, there's already a solution in the atmosphere. It's already created, it's already there. When you focus on that, and focus on God, then that solution comes to you. It is amazing how that works. So, my beloved, I'm going to leave you with that and with all of my wishes and prayers that 2021 be the best year ever for you. In spite of what it looks like, in spite of what we've gone through, 2021 is going to be excellent no matter what. So with that, until next time, know that I love you, I pray for you, I care for you, and I really want to see you excel in 2021 and soar. Until next time, be blessed. Talk to you soon. Love ya. Bye-bye.